Hello, another video, another day, another hotel room. I'm in the, oh God, what's it called? The Errol Moor guest house right near the pier in Bangor. Kind of the reason why I'm doing this video this evening is because I walked up Snowdon today, nearly to the summit, and the videos that I did, I don't know, the settings were doing weird things, and the sound of the videos, and well, by now, by the time you see this, I will have put them up. I'm going to put them up because it's lovely scenery. It's not just me, so you're not looking at my face. It is the scenery around, so I will put it up. And what was I just trying to think what I was actually trying to say in those videos, because I was kind of on my way up in most of them. I think I can't remember when I did about 3. It's literally just, it's like, oh, isn't this lovely? And yes, it is. And actually, what's better is that maybe I'll just kind of describe my trip to up Snowdon today. So it was actually someone yesterday. I was going to spend the day in Anglesey, but I was talking to someone yesterday in the hiking group, and he was saying, Anglesey is very matter of fact. Just saying that Anglesey, the places that you can reach by train aren't actually that interesting. You need to get a bus here or there and everything. And I was thinking, oh God, that sounds absolutely, yeah, I don't really want to be doing that maybe. And he said, if the weather's good, maybe go up Snowdon. And because, the problem is, the weather, when I was with the group, it wasn't actually really good enough to safely walk up any part of Snowdon, so we didn't do it. So I feel quite privileged in a way. I'm the only person in the group this time that's actually managed to get up Snowdon, which is great. But yeah, I feel sorry for, but anyway. It was a very joyous experience. So walking up, I must admit, I had no idea that there was so. I went up the easiest path, the longest, easiest path. It's about kind of from the village of Clanberis. It's actually about 4.5 miles up to the summit. 9 miles both ways. So I was like walking up, and it's like, hardly anyone around. It wasn't even really particularly windy, even the kind of, I was got about kind of 1.5 miles from the summit, I think. And even there, it really wasn't windy. Now, the reason why I turned back at that point was it started hailing, but actually it was kind of a mixture of hail and snow, and it kind of, I was just like standing there, I was looking at like the rocks, like look at, climbing up, it's like, oh, they look a little bit icy, that's fine. I forgot my pole. It's actually stayed here in the hotel room while, I just forgot it. And I was actually in the bathroom, and it's just like, oh God, I hope I'll be able to do some of the path. So yeah, obviously I took the Clanberis path, which is the easiest route. I had no problems at all. It was actually quite an easy climb. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. I hardly saw a soul walking up. Actually I saw I saw one guy, and then there was another guy with his son, or a little boy. And I actually commented on one of the videos, which obviously you won't be able to hear the sound, unless I think it's a problem with recording rather than playback. So yeah, I think there won't be any sound. Won't be able to find any sound from it. But one of those things. Nice scenery, as I said, and what was I saying? Did I get to the blizzard? Yeah, blizzard. It was, and then it was like snow and hail mixed together, and I was like thinking, oh, it looks very steep up there. Not in a bad way. And I said I didn't have my pole. I would have managed it, I think, had it not started hailing. and snowing and whatever, and it was just getting, thicker and thicker. Um, and then I kind of sort of thought, let's be sensible here. You've nearly got to the top. Maybe come back. And this is the thing. I kind of think I will go back, kind of late spring, early summer, to get to the summit. Because I had no idea that there were mountain paths that easy. It was actually no problems at all. I didn't actually go out of my comfort zone at all. So I think 5 years ago, yes, it would have been a challenge. But no, I had no problems at all today. And I just loved it. I just started looking around. Oh my God, it was so quiet, just walking up that mountain. And it was, as I say, hardly any wind. It was actually not that cold until the blizzard came. So I made it just like, okay. I think I better go down. Obviously, it was a lot quicker going down than coming up. I was pretty much running down the hill. It's great. Then I got to the bottom just before you get into Cranberries Village, and I saw this cafe that I hadn't even noticed on the way up. I just saw a bit. I probably saw it just as a building. Maybe it wasn't open, but it looked really closed. But it had open everywhere. So I'm like, just call me Alice. I was curious. So I kind of walked in, and the first thing I saw was a roaring log fire. And it's like, oh, this is so lovely. And it was just a really, really lovely little room. And then this guy came over. It's like, we're just serving tea and coffee at the moment. And I'm like, oh yeah, have a cup of coffee then. So had a cup of coffee, sat by the fire, and he said, sorry, we're not serving food at the moment, but if you've got any food in your bag, feel free, just so I'll supply a fork or spoon. So I'd actually bought a salad from Morrison's this morning. So I started drinking coffee, eating salad, and this lovely Labrador, actually it's Labrador cross with something, I don't know, really lovely dog anyway, came over to me. So I even had a little dog, that's lovely. And this guy, I think his name was Stefan, he just came and sat with me. He was just like sitting by the fire eating his blueberries. It was just something so surreal. Such an eccentric guy, really lovely guy. And he kept sort of going, I know he was gay, because he kept going on about his partner Dennis, and he was just saying, he was basically pretty much calling me eccentric, due to my clothing. And he said, oh, you should go to New York. And I said, believe it or not, I've never actually been to New York. I've been to America, a couple of times, but I've never, and Canada a couple of times as well, but I've never been to New York ever. And he's like, oh my God, you must go. You'd fit in, And there's me sort of, okay, why would he think that? I don't know whether I just give off this vibe, this like kind of slightly weird vibe. I don't know. I was kind of wearing all my high-vis stuff. In fact, actually, the high-vis, someone did actually, I think they were joking, did actually ask me if I was mountain rescue. But anyway, that's another story. Back to the lovely cafe. So yeah, he was saying, you should go. I suddenly realised after I left that, I had my cat beanie on. So yeah, people do. I noticed people kind of looking at me. I was like, why are they looking at me weirdly? They're probably looking at my hat, thinking, oh, that's unusual. But anyway, no, this lovely guy. He said he was actually 70. I tell you what, he would have passed for 40 something, mid 40s. He looked that young, and I did actually say to him, I'm not trying to flatter you or anything, but my God, you just do not look your age. You look so young. And I can't remember whether that was before or after he offered me a second cup of coffee. He only charged me for one. I felt like he just wanted to keep me there. And he was just going on about how much of a recluse he is. But he said, I'm such a recluse, but I love people. So he liked kind of inviting people in. So I had a really kind of surreal experience in this lovely cafe. And it's just such a lovely day today, because I was obviously with the group last kind of 3 or 4 days, which was absolutely lovely as well. I love being a part of something like that. and it was great fun. And but sometimes after that, it's I actually enjoy the solitude as well. So it was nice to kind of just spend a day on my own, just walking up a mountain, just fresh air, lots of space, and yeah. So anyway, so then I walked into Clanberis and just had a little bit of a wander around really, and it's okay. This is the thing. My friend Stefan at the cafe, he was like saying it's like, oh, Clanberis, it's not a very pretty place. It's not a lot going on here. It's a nice museum. Don't even bother going to the high street. He actually gave me a few tips about where to stay as well, and sort of various organisations I should join. Um, for my next trip up, I probably will, go again on my own. I would think, um, so I can kind of finish the experience. And yeah, so I walked around the village, and he's right. It's okay. It's pretty enough. Depends what you're comparing it to, really. Um, and I got down to the village about, bearing in mind that the bus is 2 hourly back to Bangor. I got down. It was about 25 past 1, and my bus was bang on 2 o'clock back to Bangor, number 85 bus. So I had a nice little wander just around the village. Obviously took a few pictures, and nice bus journey back. And here I am back in my hotel room. So I've got my long train journey back to Worthing tomorrow. I don't know why I did this, but I'm about half an hour walk from the station. But the thing is, I can do Bangor, I suppose. I have my luggage with me. I could ask if maybe they'll let me keep my luggage at the hotel reception or something here. But yeah, my train home from Bangor is actually 4:15. Why on earth? I'm going to get back home past midnight. The trains do run very late back to Worthing, so that's fine. But I'm working the next day. I mean, it's okay. It's only 5 hours, but yeah, I'm not sure why. What was in my head at the time? Maybe I just want to kind of elongate the trip, you know. But so I've got my lovely. God, how many hours is that? It's like 4 to midnight. Oh my God, that's a long. It's like 6 hours, isn't it? Is that 6 hours? Gosh, there must be some waiting time. Have I got that right? Was that 8? Hang on a minute. That's a long, long time. Why is it taking that long? Um, yeah, but oh well, that it is what it is. So is that 8 hours? Hang on, I'm just trying to get my brain isn't working properly at the moment. But oh well, I've got a book. That's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. There must be kind of long waits. I'll have to look at it properly tonight. Must be long waits back to at the various stations. I know I'm going via Birmingham this time because I came up via Crewe and Chester, but this time I think there is actually it's a direct Bangor to Birmingham. I'm sure that's my first thing. Maybe I've got a long wait. Birmingham International. As long as I've got a coffee shop, I'm happy. I've got my book in a coffee shop on my phone. And then down to Euston, tube to Victoria. I know that's going to happen around about kind of 9 o'clock at night, and then that doesn't. Oh, okay. I think my train from Victoria is actually. Hang on a minute. Are there actually trains going down from Victoria? Southern trains. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go via London Bridge, I think. So yeah, it doesn't really matter, Yeah, because that's the way I came up. Yeah, it's just detail really. That's fine. I can get down. But I think it might be. I might, the thing is, by then I have got a booked seats from Birmingham, I think, to London, but I don't have a booked seat. I mean, I never provide booked seats on the Southern trains anyway. From London to Worthing. So yeah, I mean, I'll just grab the first one that comes. I suppose if it's Brighton train, fine, I change there. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, work on Thursday, Friday, and then up to London. Staying in London over the weekend. Also, yeah, yeah, other stuff anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so here I am in my lovely hotel room, and I've run out of stuff to say now, which is probably a blessing. So yeah, next time I do one of these, I will be back in England.